Hello, beautiful darling. I just realized this is the third video posted today in my nightgown. But guess what? I have a secret power, and it's I don't care what people think. Yes, of course I want to be pretty and beautiful and want people to like me. All right, allyship is a great topic. Now, your question did not I have to rehold my phone, sorry. Your question did not talk about what communities you were discussing or being an ally for. So there's a couple of angles I want to go into. Allyship is something I'm very passionate about. Since 1998, the things that I've done continued education on are racism and gender studies, the whole trans woman thing. It's a thing. Why am I like this? How am I like this? What is the biology? So allyship. Let's talk about allyship first. I almost said biblically. The dictionary definition is there's two forms of allyship. The dictionary has ally as a noun, a person that is a supporter of another community that they don't belong to. Okay? So there's two types of allies, the passive and the active. To me, that is incorrect. So a passive ally is somebody who is basically performative and is someone an ally in name alone. So if I'm in a room, let's say I am an ally for people of color, and I'm in a room and somebody's saying a black joke, like, I don't know, hey Misty, what's the difference between a black man and whatever? And I tell myself, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. It's not funny. I'm an ally. Am I actually being an ally, though? No. I'm being an accomplice. I'm allowing that activity to happen. I'm allowing that activity to take place. A true ally is somebody that's going to interrupt that behavior. So if I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, whatever, mind my business, and somebody's like, hey, Misty, what's the difference between a black man and a park bench or whatever? And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Stop. Hey, come on. You're on the clock. You have your name tag, whatever situation you're in. Now, that is an active ally. I interrupted that behavior. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because one of the things you mentioned was self-care and preservation. When you interrupt that behavior, the chances of them retaliating or lashing out at you are kind of high. So it might be out of embarrassment, it might be out of anger, it might be like whatever. But you can then know that you have to be prepared for what they're going to say next. Meaning self-care is super important. You have to take care of yourself. I think I did another TikTok. Well, I talk about it on stage, but I'm sure that's on TikTok somewhere, where I say you have to put the mask on yourself first, like a flight attendant. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your mask on before you put it on your children, whatever. If you aren't taking care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. And it's funny because we watch mothers do this a lot. Completely deplete themselves. They don't take care of themselves. They don't. It's all about their kids. Their kids will have nice clothes and they'll have like holy underwear and no makeup and their roots are 3 days long. Whatever. You have to take care of yourself when you are taking care of other people. Now, also, you can't be an ally. You didn't say which community you're an ally for, but you really can't be an ally for everything out there. I'm going to be an ally for invisible disabilities. I'm going to be an ally for neurological disabilities. I'm going to be an ally for birth defects. I'm going to be an ally for wheelchairs. I'm going to be an ally for crutches. I'm going to be an ally for obesity and anti-fat bias. I'm going to be an ally. There's too many causes, girl. So pick and choose what's most important for you and focus on them. Now, when you are an ally for a community, your allyship is not befriending somebody in this community. And I think that's also very important to let you know. Now, if I were to say one of my best friends is black, that doesn't mean I'm being an ally for black people. That one person is not the work. You have to do the work. You have to do the education. They're not your educator. You are your educator. You got to listen to podcasts. You got to listen to books. I listen to books when I'm driving. You got to read books. You got to go to conferences. You got to have conversations. You got to step outside your comfort zone. If you don't step out your comfort zone, you're not learning. Now, a lot of times when people say, oh, one of my best friends is black, that is the relational defense. I'm not a racist. My roommate's black, or my partner in Chem Lab is black. Newsflash, you can be married to a black person and still be a racist. Come on. Just because you love a person doesn't mean you love all people. And that relational defense only works if you are in their environment. Are you going to work, you baby? In their environment. Meaning, are they your best friend at your house, at your church, at your job, at your community, where they are the marginalized and the minority? Or do you go to a black church? Do you go to a mostly black job? Do you have, I have one black friend does not make you not a racist. So when you use the word ally, and I don't know you, and I don't know outside of this comment your situation, but I'm just letting others know that saying you're an ally doesn't make you an ally. So as a trans person, we are going through a lot right now. And we are under attack. We are a political topic in this election. Do we have the rights as other humans? Do we have the right to human decency and dignity? Girl, you're under attack. Now, me as a trans person, obviously I'm under attack too. But the communities of people that I am very much an ally for and do the most continued education and advocacy on are BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, people of color, and LGBTQ, specifically trans. Those are the two things I'm most passionate about. I am also an ally for invisible disabilities, and I'm also an ally for physical disabilities, and extremely an ally for anti-fat bias, etc. That is a bias that everyone in America is comfortable saying out loud. It's okay to be not fatphobic. I don't think you're not afraid. You're afraid of being fat. You're not phobia of fat people isn't a thing, but having extreme anti-fat bias is a thing. And shaming somebody, love you baby, shaming somebody for being fat and then saying, oh, I was concerned about your health. Girl, are you saying that being skinny is healthy? Because I sure know that's not true. Also, my A1C is under 5. What are you worried about? What are you worried about my health? Yes, I want to be aesthetically and conventionally attractive, and of course I would like to lose weight, but I'm happy if I don't. I'm getting sidetracked. I am definitely that teacher that gets off on a tangent. But no, you should not feel bad for taking care of yourself. That should be your priority. But also, using your privilege for those who don't have privilege is very important. And I am glad that you are opening the door for this conversation and this work. I am proud of you. And take baby steps. You've got this.